Let's click start recording. Welcome back to the YouTube audience that'll watch us on the video on demand for what is CLG FC episode 192. So we're fast approaching the 200 mark. By the way, with a little landmark, I guess you could say. But this is stream number 600 all time. We made it to 600. I did I did like not stream like I did. So this I have been an affiliate for woo, yeah, woo. I have been an affiliate for um 5 years, right? 5.5 years now, almost, right? October 1st, 2019 was the day I became an affiliate, right? Um, and I retired from commentary on the 16th of March, 2024, right? And my last stream was the 16th of March. Oddly enough, surprisingly enough, right? That stream that was my last Counter-Strike commentary event was stream number 400. So in the 4.5 years of me being an affiliate, I did 400 streams. And then in the last year, I've done 200. Um, which is kind of crazy. Because I'm looking at my announcement history now in my Discord, and it's literally March 16th was the Oceanic Cash Cup number 55 semifinal, career casting game number 762, and then 763 obviously was the final that night. Um, and then the very next stream was the 23rd, a week later, and it was stream number 401, CLG Reborn as a Football Club, and it was the very first stream of CLG FC. So, yeah, the save is officially 1 year old now. Um, so does he? They contract rejected. Yeah, so they're good. So yeah, save is now 1 year old. I understand what Caffeine was saying earlier. By the way, great streamer. By the way, Caffeine, lovely guy. But I understand what Ian was saying and why he was a bit. I don't know if emotional is the right term, but why it was a little bit of a like somber feeling, I guess you could say, when he ended the Hamburg save that he had, because you know he's been playing that save. I think that started as an FM23 save. He poured it over for it. So like that's the only save he's really played offline, you know. Benny, how we doing? Shivas, the royalty that is Shivas. Welcome in, Shivas. How you doing, brother? I'm doing okay. So you played football IRL today, and you're so sore today, man. Nice, man. Congratulations. That's awesome that you played football. I mean, it sucks you're sore, but it's awesome. Also, sick jersey too. I know. When Bristol City brought this out, I was like, this is fucking great. Um, it's a homage to the 1990 Denmark jersey that the keepers wore. So, like that 1990 Euro winning Denmark side, this was the goalkeeper kit, and then Bristol City like rebooted it as like a remake. This is, I want to say, like a 20. This might be like a 2016 Bristol City away, or I mean Bristol City home. Uh, they had another one that was like white, and then instead of the black crosses here, it was just white, and then it had the rainbow in between. And I was like, ooh, it was so good. But then I didn't buy it because jerseys are expensive, so I only had the one. And then when I went to buy it again, they're like, yeah, that's decommissioned. And I was like, no. So, but yeah, so good. It is one of the better looking jerseys I have. It just doesn't fit great. That's all. So. But then again, I'm the guy. I ordered an X. I ordered a 2XL off of Classic Football Shirts a few weeks ago. Right, got it in. It was the Torquay United away one from last season. Got it in, and then when I look at the tag, it says UK 2XL, US XL. I'm like, fuck off. But then it still fit bigger than an XL fits here. Anyway, pre-match press conference. I mean, it actually still fits. It's just the collar on that shirt is horrible. It's so bad because it's not like a V like this. The collar is actually up more, so it's almost like a turtleneck, and the instead of the collar being thin, it's like really thick border material. So like the jersey feels really clean, it feels really nice, it's really light, and then the collar is just like this thick, scratchy, ribbed, like turtleneck type collar, and I'm like, ugh. I feel like somebody's just got their hand around my throat the whole time when I'm wearing it. Okay, which is just like it's such a shame because it's such a nice jersey. Um, let's kick this pre-match press conference off with the first question from Craig Clifford at the Football Random. Um, we look good in training. I know what we can do. Um, and he is no exception. There we go. Okay, three questions. Piff, paff, puff. Easy as you like. Pixelated suits. Shout out to Pixelated Suits, by the way. Great streamer. He's doing a Colombian save. He is absolutely a lot of fun to watch. Actually, the crazy thing about Pixelated Suits' streams, by the way, is that not only do you get FM and you get I totally did not spell that correctly. I missed the L in there. I will get this right one of these days, Pix. Not only do you get a great FM save, right, with Pixelated Suits, but um, you get an exploration into like Colombian and South American football, and I think that's awesome. I think that's so awesome. Like I've seen videos on Pix's streams of old school Colombian and South American football that I'm like, I didn't even know this stuff existed. It's just like an exploration of the history of the sport in areas of the world that I've just been oblivious to. So great to see you, Pix. Welcome in, man. I hope you're well. I saw that the Red Bulls got a 2-2 draw early. It was actually a decent game. I always get, you know the pain as a fellow 2Xer. Sheamus, yeah, yeah. Um, I always get Instagram ads for like those mystery football kits. I'm always tempted to grab one. I'm always a little bit wary of that kind of stuff. I've looked into it and I'm like, eh. Um, so mainly because a lot of the times it's like there are some that are. Oh, you went to the game. Just got back to Red Bull game. Took my nephews to the. That's sick. That's awesome. Actually, I'm glad you went to the game, man. So, uh, Austin beat. I always say Texas because their names ATX is their acronym, but Austin beat LAFC 1-0 as well. I was watching that earlier. Now I'm waiting on the 7:30 games. So, um, well, we got DC, Montreal, NYCFC, New England, things like that, and Charlotte, Cincy are the 7:30 games. But um, no, what I mean to say about oh, the mystery shirts, right? The 2:30 kickoff gave us luxury, but it's still cold. But yeah, I I'm kind of glad we have a 2:30 kickoff tomorrow as well. I'm like, I'm just glad to not be getting back on a Sunday night at like 11:30 p.m. midnight. Like that, you know what I mean? That is so nice. So it's nice to be able to come back and like you can actually spend the evening relaxing still, you know. Um, but what was I gonna say? Oh, the mystery shirts. So I'm not a poo-pooer on them. I think they're a great idea. Uh, yeah, I know you got to wake up for work the next day. Yeah, exactly. So I think they're a really good idea, the mystery football shirts. I have two hesitations about ever going in on them. First off, the one is there's like three or four companies that do this now, and I do not like big clubs. I do not like them. I hate how money dominates the sport and how the sport in itself, the European model is fine. It's a great model, but it's also a model where success feeds success, and so the clubs at the top get further away from the clubs at the bottom. Like, it's very hard for clubs that aren't already massive institutions to break in and compete. I can't say it's impossible, but it's hard to break in and compete. And even if they do compete, they cannot do it consistently at a level where they become a Champions League staple or something like that, right? Or a Europa League staple or something like that. It's a system that becomes an oligarchy essentially, right? You see that year in and year out with the Champions League, which is why I don't like big clubs. I don't like PSG. I don't like Barcelona. I don't like Bayern Munich. I don't like Real Madrid. I don't like Man City, Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, all of that. I do not like it, right? There are some of those mystery shirts that will be like, "What clubs don't you like?" And they'll be like, and I could tell them this. I could give them 30 clubs that I don't want, and then still end up with a shirt from like the Bundesliga of a team that I don't really care for, like Schalke. Or I could end up with like a Bournemouth kit, and I don't want a Bournemouth kit. I couldn't care for a Bournemouth kit, not because I hate Bournemouth, but it's just like I have no connection to the club. I don't care, the club does nothing for me. The other hesitation I have is that some of them are so random that it's just like, why do I have this jersey from this club? Do you know what I mean? Like, why? I don't want, Shenzhen Football Club or something like that. Like, it's just, it's another thing where I have no connection to it. And if they're jerseys like this, where they have a really nice pattern, or the Torquay one, or things like that, I wouldn't mind it. But then, um, and there are probably some out there like that, but it's one of those ones where I'm not willing to take the risk when I can go individually find a jersey that I could purchase that would do a lot more for me. Um, so understandable, yeah. Especially like the jerseys that I have, a lot of the jerseys that I have that you guys might see me wear, um, you know, the Reigate one, the Tolaw Town one, the Newcastle Blue Star one I wore on stream on Thursday. Like, I bought those shirts directly from the clubs themselves, and those are clubs that are in the 10th division and lower in England. So it's like they actually could use the financial support. So I'd rather go down that avenue than leave it up to chance, Especially since the cost of the shirts when you go that far down is pretty comparable. Like the Newcastle Blue Star shirt, after you convert pounds over to dollars, still cost me like $70. And I'm like, the mystery shirt box is probably along those lines, and instead I can support a lower league club, get an awesome shirt, and like I feel like there's more in there for me to do that. But the idea of it, like that's unique to me. Those are problems that are unique to me. The idea of the mystery shirt, I think, is great. I think it's fantastic. So if you were to do it, Sheamus, I think it'd be awesome. It's just one of those things where it's like I'm too much of a scaredy cat of the chance. And I wind up getting a club. I'm like, all of a sudden I open this thing and I get a Red Bulls jersey, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? No offense, picks, but no offense at all. Um, but I feel that understandable. Yeah. Um, CLG FC enjoyed big win over Macclesfield under 18s. Um, Ben, to be fair, I don't actually hate the Red Bulls outside of the week we play them because you're a fan of them picks, and I got a lot of respect for you. So I don't hate the Red Bulls anymore. Like NYCFC, way worse. LAFC, way worse. Inter Miami, way worse. I would rather hate on those clubs. You know what I mean? NYCFC I hate more than Philly, understandably so. Ben Priest in the 19th before he got his brace in the 35th. Andreas Gelhart got one back for Macclesfield under 18s in the 44th. We went 2-1 up at the break. Second half, Moises Misamiru from the penalty marker in the 83rd before Alex Trafford in the 86th, and Misamiru again from the penalty marker in the 90th. 5-1 over Macclesfield under 18s. We move 7 points clear of Accrington Stanley under 18s in the under 18s league. Fitness test, Jack has still failed. It is match day, guys, and it is kind of, I don't want to say it crept up because it's not, but we've done so much talking that I need to get it, or I've done so much yapping at least that I need to get into it. Uh, uh, oh my God, scroll. Why won't you scroll? But things with designs like the one you're wearing would be sick. Yeah, yeah, I get it, Sheamus. I don't want to get a random color that's say like a solid color. That's my fear. That's my because European clubs. I don't know about you. I'm ready for my hat trick today, says Sheamus. You've actually not been scoring a lot. I'm a Quakes fan. Are they still an MLS team? Actually, you guys, I think, have won 2 games, right? Aren't Quakes like aren't isn't San Jose like on 7 points? Uh, I'm pretty sure you're on 7. You're on 6 points. So, uh, beat beats Kansas City, beat Salt Lake, lost to Minnesota. So Bruce Arena rebuild. Yeah, yeah. You guys got Bruce Arena. So last I followed, you were bottom of you've been bottom of the barrel for years, but they hired Bruce Arena, and now they look like they're actually going to be tough. Uh, so Uh, going to throw you on the TV and lurk. Might doze off a little. Need a midday nap before I stay up for Australia. Oh, you're going to stay up for the Grand Prix? Yeah. Get a nap in, picks. Yeah, get a nap in. So similar kind of to the Sharks in the NHL, and they have my boy Chicho Arango. Yeah, they do have Chicho Arango. Very good player. Right. Let's get into it, shall we? I need to move on to the tab that has the music, um, because that's where we're at. Um, that is not the tab that I have the music on. There it is. That's a good rebuild too. Yeah. Um, as long as I just want my Oilers to win the NHL champion. Did you see the post, Sheamus, about that I put in the sports section of the CLG Refugees Discord? I think you did, right? Which post? About the NBA teams? It's in sports, where I said AI is the future, also AI, and it's ChatGPT predicts the next 75 NBA champions. Chat, for those that want some context, uh, here's the post. It's fucking great. Like, I'm an Oilers fan, and they randomly win the NBA championship in 2090 compared to, like it's it's just so stupid. It's so bad. It's funny. Um, is what it is. They have made 5 changes to their starting lineup. We are always going to mark, or we are always going to press Sam Thomas. We're in the changing room. Let's go. Point the finger. Nope. Point the finger. Um, Carry your last performance will do well. And I'm ready for the Supersonics to be back. I posted a GIF in my Discord of like Kermit giving himself an injection and then going like, and I said, Seattle fans, when the Supersonics come back to win 6 NBA championships. So, oh man, I bet that's how they feel too if that were to happen. Let's go. I just love that they have Las Vegas Jackrabbits and the Fishing Uganda Gold as well. Like, it's like they make up the new 2090 is our year. Yeah, what is it? They have another one like the Mexico City Aztecs or something like that, and then Beijing Dragons, and then Uganda Gold. Like random, it's just so bad. It's so bad. It's hilarious. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? We have won 6 on the bounce. The San Diego Waves. Yeah, we are in that 4-1-1-3-1. Wigton Harriers in the 4-4-2. They are 2-1-2 in their last 5. There's the table. Wigton trying to stay above the drop. Trying to. We are trying to stay 6 points clear of Hellyfield, if not increase that lead. I am taking recommendations, Sheamus, for walkout songs. Um, right now, I have my recommendations that I have are Still DRE by Dr. Dre, One Winged Angel by Nobuo Uematsu, Fat Lip Instrumental by Sum 51, and Here Comes the Money by Naughty by Nature. I was thinking season 11 I'll run some 51. But if anyone knows any great intros for walkout songs, uh, I would definitely take it. Maybe Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. That might be a decent one. But, yeah. I have enough to get me through season 14. Otherwise, I'm like, I might bring back Vengeance by Josh A for one. Because that's just a great track. And it's a short track as well. That track's like a minute 20. Or 2-minute 20. So, walkout songs for you, for our club. You know how they are. You know how Everton is. Or not Everton, but like you know how the Prem is. Like Everton's got the Everton boys are here. You know, real. Oh, what a header! Let's go. Let's go. That might seem like a very American thing, but all the clubs do it. It's just like in England, the Afro gave you the height for that. I prefer not to speak. So, what's Phillies? That's a good question. I don't know. I know the 1 year way back. I think the year before the pandemic in 2019, we used Seven Nation Army. But that's like cheese. Seven Nation Army is like Do Big Balls by ACDC. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on, because I have the document up. It's on my same notes document. So ACDC Big Balls. I was thinking about doing TNT, but the intro's not like the chorus is what is the greatest part about that song, and not the intro. So. I'm sorry. We got to play the rest of the ball. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah. We do Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine. Okay. I couldn't tell you what Phillies is. That's a good tackle. Great song. Yeah, mine was a joke, by the way. Was it really? Oh shit! I'll have to take it off. Hold on. Otherwise, you're going to be joining the stream. We'll be walking out, and you'll just hear, "I got big balls, and you've got." Let's go a second. You've got big balls. Like, how long are intros? I played a whole goddamn song at this rate, but usually they're about 45 seconds. So you want something hype for like 30 seconds, right? Great ball across. Snicky is tearing it up. They're absolutely tearing it. Sheamus, was that you on the assist? No, it was Frack. Josh A. Vengeance is really good. I might, for those that don't know, this is how it starts. That's so good. And it just pops off. Like that's what I'm looking for. Something like that. Something modern. Like you take what they do in the Prem with the walkout songs, and because like Norwich have On the Ball City, Everton have the Everton Boys Are Here, West Ham have I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, like stuff like that. Obviously Liverpool have You'll Never Walk Alone, and just modern day it. You know what I mean? Like something like that is what I'm looking for. Let me close the tab that has Josh A. Vengeance on it now. Anyway, we're 2-0 up inside 20 minutes, which is nice. What is it? Some balls are held for charity and some for fancy dress. But here when they're held for pleasure, the balls I like the best. Nice. There's a Prem announcer in Spanish who had songs for different players when he'd sing when they scored. That is sick. That is sick. So imagine if it was like Raul Jimenez who's on Who is Bubbles and Why Are You Blowing Him? Zig, get out. Zig, get the fuck out. It's like, no. No, but imagine if like that club was like Wolves and they had Raul Jimenez or something. Like, be an awesome song. So, what was it? Lights Out by BIA. What is that? I have never heard of that artist. I'll look for more. BIA, Lights Out. Oh, is that a penalty? Have we just conceded a penalty? Parks just conceded a penalty. Howard. Ah, fuck. Brought went the wrong way. He did save like the last 2 or 3 pens, to be fair. All right, let me see this. BIA, Lights Out, featuring JID. Who the fuck? This isn't bad. I've never heard this song before in my life. I'll add it to the list. This isn't bad. That's actually a pretty good rec. I'll add it to the list. BIA, Lights Out. Done. great recommendation. Because I have a feeling the reason I ask him is because I'd like to not use too many of the same ones. That's going out for a goal kick. And this is season 10, right? And we CLG FC has at least 11 seasons left. Oh my God, they've scored again. Lotus Eater by, you know what? Call It What You Want might be a decent one, but as well. But Lotus Eater by Foster the People. Never. I'm actually not a big Foster the People guy. I've not listened to a lot. It's pretty upbeat. I do like it. Call It What You Want is great. Yeah. Oh, you know what would be a good one too? I'm not. This is a little too bubblegummy, I think. I think that one's a little too bubblegum poppy. But you know what's a good one? Another FIFA classic, by the way. Doves, Black and White Town. Great track. Because the intro, you just got that boom, you know what I mean? Like, great track. Doves, Black and White Town would be a decent one now that I think about it, I think. Sheamus, if you're still here, by the way, the brat wall is broken and needs your help. Type brat wall in chat to match the holes in our defense. That's a great one. Brat wall. That's a great one. Yeah. No, somebody had asked me this the other day. Yeah, Sheamus. Switchblades now in the game, by the way. We've added switchblade. Is that a pen? No, it's a corner kick. We've added switchblade to the game. So, what? No, it's the Bratwall. Uh, so yeah, he is in the under 18s currently. Oh God, they just cleared that off the line. So I think I told him he is going to be. This is what I told him actually, because I did add him to the game. I've eventually, and honestly, if Matthew Gonzalez shows up ever again, I'll add it, and he wants in the game, I'll offer it to him. But I said, I'll start making you one of the players in the under 18s for now. Reason being is they play in a league, and the starting 11 currently has developed over 9 or 10 seasons. So you're going to spend 3 seasons in the under 18 developing the stats before I can bring you up to the senior squad. But you'll come in on injuries to the DMMC position because he's a defensive midfielder. And then once you're 19, you'll be added to the senior squad rotation fully. The save has at least 11 seasons left. So there's plenty of time for Switchblade to get games. He'll be the new McKendy. Yeah. What skin are you using? Work the Space. WTCS Gold. Version 1.4, I think it is. It's 2-2. How have we let them back in the game? I mean, I understand the penalty. I get that, but like we should have finished more chances. I mean, we had that one that went off the line and everything. So, not the new SAS skin. I should look into that, shouldn't I? I've kind of I don't know. I've run it for 10 seasons. So it's like, do I want to I don't know if I want to change it now, but especially since I'm so accustomed to everything. That's a free kick. She mishandled the ball. But I will look into the SAS skin. I couldn't tell you what the major differences are between WTCS and the SAS skin. Great ball across. Sheamus! Oh, what a save from Edwards. I should look into that actually. Right. It is 2-2. I'm kind of shocked that we gave it up. So we got, well, I was about to say we got 15 minutes till the MLS kicks off, but they never start on time. So really it's going to be like 25 minutes. Snicky's offside anyway. So now Parks has been booked. This isn't great. Burnside 3-1 up at Boodle AFC. Check your Discord DM. Checking Discord DM now. That's my only question would be, what are the differences between the SAS skin and TCS Gold? It doesn't look, honestly, it doesn't look, okay. This screen is different. Let's fucking go, Snicky. Let's go, Snicky. I'm unprepared. I didn't come prepared. There we go. Woo! Not much. Yeah, it actually didn't look like there was that much difference. The player screen, there's a little bit of difference. Like the play contribution, that's actually really nice. That's really nice. The stat bombinels, oh, okay. Yeah, the player screen that has all the dial analysis and stuff, that's fucking sick. That's fucking so sick. Oh, he's changed the NGXN as well for the Wonder Kid so you can see what position. Oh, yo. The only question I have is, does he have a... Well, that might not be it. Does he have a around the grounds feature? So, like, when I'm playing a game, right, I have this feature when I'm processing that comes up that says around the ground. This guy, around the grounds. And I can click it, and it gives me the scores of everything else. So, that would be, like, my only... But I don't really... It's not a do or die. It's not a break, you know. Make or break thing for me, I would say. It's in the tablet. Nice. It's down here in the tablet, right? Isn't this the tablet down here? So you can set all the panels how you want them. I remember old FM, and if I ever go back to streaming FM 16, which I probably will at some point, you guys will see a FM 16 save. I used to add all the. Remember the older FMs used to be able to add like the little panels, and one could be like team rating, and the other one over here could be like latest scores, and then the league table, and then like you know what I mean? Like that. That's how I used to play FM. Was just a load of information on the screen. So the only thing I would need help with, Zig, is how to actually install it because I got WTCS Gold through the workshop. So I just go to the workshop and I just download the workshop stuff, you know? So, unless it's in the workshop, skin. Um, most recent. I'm not seeing it in the Steam workshop. It would be awesome if it was there. Uh, yeah, it's definitely not in the Steam workshop. Because I've gone back to what is this? What date was this? July is when it was posted. So download it. Document Sports Interactive Football Manager skins. Download it and put it in this folder. You got it. Oh, that's a red. That's not a red. Cookie's out here holding his leg, bro. How the fuck that a yellow? Genesis Polyphia. I don't know why I struggled saying that. All right, hold on. Genesis Polyphia. Let's go, Spaps. Let's go, Spaps. 4-2. No need for McKenna. I didn't make any subs. I've been so distracted. McKenny not needed at all. Neither is Joe Jones. Yeah. I used last two seasons. I used Genova from Final Fantasy VII. Great. That's just so great. I might do like the Fierce Battle or something from FF6, which would be cool. We are winners 4-2. Myself in the 9th, Snicky in the 16th, before Sam Howard from the penalty spot in the 23rd, Zeki Fryer D'Souza in the 33rd, leveled it for Wigton Harriers. We were 2-0 at the break, but then Snicky in the 65th, Spats, and added time at the end of the second half. Means we are 4-2 winners. That was good. And I'll download it right now, actually, while we're waiting. Oh, I fucking closed the tab like an idiot. Download now. You'll be redirected to media file in 5 minutes. What the fuck? What do I download? Or do I just download the whole damn folder? Old skins, zip pack skin. Which one do I actually? What? There's an empty.txt. I mean, the README is one thing. I can download that, and maybe it'll be in there. All right. Results around the grounds. Barrows Celtic hosting Windermere. Download the bottom one, just the bottom one, because there's like final and then final background and then final hidden. So, and they're all 23. They're all 23 megabytes. Yeah. Okay. I'm downloading that now. Then gave that a download. I also downloaded the README, so I can at least read it, right? Let me throw that song on you were talking about real quick. Genesis Polyphia. Uh, This was one of the recommendations. Right. Let's do around the grounds real quick. Barrow Celtic 2-1 over Windermere Sports Club. Powell in the 44th for Barrow Celtic before Joseph for Windermere leveled it in the 65th. Powell got his brace in the 84th. Barrow Celtic, the bottom team with a big win over 16th. Well, at the time 15th, but Windermere slide in the 16th off the loss. Barrow Celtic move up from 5 to 8 points, but they're still 9 adrift. I don't know what it is about Boodle AFC, but they always seem to play banger games. They're hosting Burnside, who were third going in. Hughes in the 17th before Barrett in the 28th made it 1-1. In the 49th, Barrett actually put Burnside, in added time at the end of the first half. Barrett actually put Burnside up 2-1 at the break. He scored again 4 minutes on the resumption of play to make it 3-1. But then Armstrong in the 61st, Hughes in the 68th for his second, and White in the White in the 64th before Hughes, and then also again in the 77th made it 5-3. Boodle AFC come from 3-1 down. They win. Boodle up to 7th, and Burnside down to 4th off the loss, actually. Furnace Rovers hosting Ulverston Rangers. Callahan dismissed early in the 14th minute for the visitors. Mazinga in the 50th put Furnace Rovers ahead. Peyton Benyon in the 83rd leveled it for Ulverston Rangers. They're going to split the points. Furnace Rovers remain in 9th. Ulverston Rangers move up to 5th on the draw. Nelson hosting AFC Blackpool. Blair for Nelson in the 9th minute before Ashman in the 35th leveled it for AFC Blackpool. No score in the second half. They split the points. AFC Blackpool's draw puts them up to 15th. Nelson are just a point above the drop now. In 12th. Sidex Sports and Social, Hellyfield. This is not too bad. I want to go back on the intro again. Harvey in the 17th and again in the 23rd before Douglas in the 29th put second place Hellyfield 3-0 up on the road. Usman in the 61st, Irving in the 79th, Moan in the 82nd. This isn't too bad. This wouldn't be too bad as a walkout song. This opening 30 minutes is a pretty good, or 30 seconds, a pretty good vibe. I will add it to the list. We'll do that. But yeah, 3-3, which is a big result for us, by the way. Sidehack and Sports and Social slide to 8th, but Hellyfield drop 2 points on the road. We win, which means we are now 8 clear, 14 games into the season. Skelmersdale United hosting Sharnock Richards. Ifiani Onuoha in the 21st minute for Sharnock Richards, and then Cook in the 35th meant that the visitors were 2-0 up at the break. Second half, Fogg made it 3-0 in the 75th for Sharnock Richards. Tierney in the 79th got one back for Skelmersdale United. It is only consolation. Skelmersdale remain in 14th in the drop. Sharnock Richard up to 3rd, level on points now with Hellyfield Sports as well, but both of them are 8 points back, so we're in a really good spot here early on. We're not at the halfway point yet, but we're doing all right. We're almost there. Finally, Weatherigs United hosting Barrow Wanderers. Evans' 21st minute goal for Weatherigs United got the host off to the right start. Mustafa Baruch in the 31st leveled it for Barrow Wanderers. Kuvalyik in the 79th made it 2-1 for Weatherigs United. Barrow Wanderers beaten in the 82nd, leveled it again before Spiteri in added time at the end of the second half made it 3-2. Weatherigs United, big win for them. They move to within a point of safety. Barrow Wanderers slide to 10th. That is all the results around the ground. Don't know if this one would be good, but maybe Symphony Livingston. I got to add this one you've given me to the list. That is the README. Genesis, cool. And I'll do that one. We'll sample that one in a second. Let's do the post-match press conference. Kick this off with the first question from Max Walker at BBC Radio 5 Live. There's plenty I can take away. I'm pleased with Snicky. Konikun's playing well. And that was another harsh example of the business we're in. Barrow Celtic have been the surprise. We find our form. Okay, that was basically it. Thank you for asking me 2 of the 5 questions about completely other clubs. Snicky is 1 goal away from 10 league goals, which would trigger a contract cost that would result in them receiving a 3.9K bonus, by the way. So they have 3 season landmark bonuses, by the way. The intro is good, but a little too talky. Okay. Um, we actually it's insane the lengths we had to go to re-sign Snicky. I had to get Snicky the money. You're right, but I had to throw so much incentive at them, like 20% yearly wage rise, a 30% promotion wage rise, and then goal bonuses just to get this clause in there for 2-year contract extension, and their contract is for 2 years currently. So well, really, we're in December, so a year and a half left of it. So it's crazy. But yeah, get them the money they deserve. But let's save the game. Um, for those on YouTube, that's the end of the episode. This was CLG FC episode 192. Join us for 193 in the next episode. Until then, take care.